Good morning, crypto traders. So, Bitcoin is now in bull territory. As we've seen over the weekend, major price action. Trying to transition here. Here we go. And let's take a look at the charts this today, and I'll give you my synopsis of what I think will happen for the remainder of this week. But overall, very bullish sign. I've been hoping that we would get in, break our 44,868 and 45,849 resistance. This whole area right in here provided some good resistance, and we smoked that yesterday. All right, and today we continue up. We're running into some resistance here. Good area of confluence. I've got several uptrending, ascending trend lines, and you see that 200-day moving average coming down too. So that's going to provide some big resistance for this week. I don't expect us to break straight through that. So what we're looking like this week on the Bitcoin and the crypto space, I don't even know if I'm going to do any of the other charts today, just to keep it short and simple. I've been doing these updates on Monday morning, I've noticed, and Friday evening, because everything else just happens to flow the way that I've kind of predicted it on the Mondays. And unless something changes and Bitcoin doesn't do what I expect it to do, then I would provide you a midweek update. But so far, everything has been going as planned. Nothing unusual, nothing surprising. It's all just ended up following precisely technical analysis. So in that regards, I don't really have to extend this video very much longer. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I expect us to run into this resistance. Maybe we'll even get to the 200-day, and then that will provide enough resistance at that point where I think we come back down and we will test these lower levels of support, perhaps all the way down to 44,868. But this whole area in here is where we're going to find our support if we're going to remain bullish. All right, so you want to see, actually that's a good sign, is to see Bitcoin come back down and test this whole area in here. All right, and we want to know that that is our support. And as soon as the market has collectively figured that out, then in my opinion we've gone bullish at this point. We've made it to the top of this FUD zone. We've broken to the top side of that, and I've explained this in the past videos, you guys know. So my synopsis or my conclusion has been that if we break to the bottom side of this FUD zone triangle, that of course is bearish. We break a very strong, very, very strong support. I did not want to see us go back down there and test it anymore. And if we were to test it again, I believe it would break, and that would be bearish. So we want this whole area in here, this orange highlighted area, to hold as support to keep us from entering back into that FUD zone. That is not a good thing, because that means we might come back down and test our very strong support, this black ascending line. All right, so we want to stay above our level of support now. It should act as support. And again, this whole area right here is big resistance. So this whole week, we're going to probably just be kind of maybe doing something like this. But I think it's going to be more sideways action now that we've broken out of that. And then on Friday, I'll give you another update. I expect the update to be, don't know what's going to happen over the weekend, but next week maybe we go up here and test the underside of this blue ascending trend line once again. If we can break that 200-day, which is currently coming down, so that 200-day will look something like this. We break above that and test the underside of that resistance once again. So we'll be testing that several times over the course of the next week or two. My hope is that we really get above that 200-day, and man, I'd love to see us come up into this area right here. This is uber bullish territory. If we even break to the upside of that neckline, that's a sign that we're going to do some serious uh, rocket action. I mean, at that point, I would say 120K is not out of the cards. All right, so that is my overview for Bitcoin this week, and that's all I'm going to do on this Monday. So again, at some point this week, look for us to come back down and test our support. Should we hold this, this will provide good indication going forward as to what the Bitcoin is going to do. And I'm thinking it still looks very bullish. And so, don't panic when we go back down and test that support. Just watch that closely. Now, if we break below that, I will bring you an update, all right? Because that will go against what I am predicting for this week. We'll be back in that FUD zone. So I will bring you an update if we should break that support. All right, until then, guys, have fun trading. This is fun to trade. The altcoin space is heating up. I'm going to be bringing this week's hotness. I've got a huge list of altcoins that I'm going to review, and we'll do that in just a bit. All right, peace, y'all.